Rifkin said, "The ability to control and sell thoughts is the ultimate expression of the new commercial prowess. The way we sought to do this was to sell our product by making our ad in a light-hearted and comedic manner. The product we have decided to endorse is an organic milk drink named Mook. Mook being a play on words as a mashup of the sound moo and the word milk. As we are a small and relatively new company and the first impressions matter, we have decided to show our commercial prowess by making a statement with our first advertising campaign by using a caveman as our lead character. We have chosen a caveman because cavemen are associated with being unintelligent and naive, and on a lesser scale known for discovering things. Whether or not they did discover milk is not relevant, as this ad was not to be taken seriously. Having the caveman discover the milk makes the entire ad and product more memorable by association as a fun and interesting ad. We have chosen to make a comedic ad to try and make an impact on the marketplace, as these types of ads are memorable and can make a lasting impression. We also chose this particular layout and story for our ad to not only make this particular advertisement memorable, as a caveman is quite unique, and the way it concludes sets us up to produce more ads using the caveman in other advertisements in future campaigns. We will use unit concepts to demonstrate our understandings of the communication theory and how this links in with our brand and our advertisement.
Our 30-second ad is about a caveman who lives a monotonous and sedentary lifestyle. It begins by showing a caveman asleep. He will be in a cave, which can be assumed as being his home. He wakes, yawns, stretches out his arms, and gets ready for his day, with very little enthusiasm. He proceeds by walking outside his cave and then heading down a steep hill to where a lake, full of crystal blue water is. He scoops up the water, drinks it, and sighs, as if he is not satisfied, but knows he needs it to survive. He then walks up the hill, enters his cave, and falls back asleep. The aforementioned scene is repeated twice to establish a routine. In the next slide, which is the next day, he reaches the lake and there is no water left. He starts to tug and pull at his hair, afraid of what is going to happen if he can't drink water anymore. The caveman scopes out the area, looking for any form of liquid. The third slide shows him sitting by a tree, feeling like all hope is lost, until his eyes get glued to a calf, feeding from a cow. It is implied that he has never seen a cow before, by the confused look on his face. Before walking towards the cow, he begins to look in all directions, as if to make sure no one can see what he is doing. On the next slide, it shows him reaching out to the cow, placing his hand on its udder. He then gets on all fours and hesitantly starts drinking, directly from the cow's teat, with a face of disgust and worry, until the true taste kicks in. He then begins to suck at its teat faster and faster, becoming drenched in milk. After the caveman is done drinking from the cow's teat, he gets up and wipes the milk dripping from his chin. Because of this discovery, he now looks for other flavors, and his eyes are now glued on a saber-toothed tiger. He then tilts his head as if clueless and starts to walk towards it. The slide then flashes to the slogan, "Milk, straight from the teat, but without the bite," followed by the caveman screaming.
We chose a caveman because people know that cavemen are not intellectual and are yet to discover things. Therefore, people could perceive this milk as an amazing discovery, like the caveman did in the ad. Not only is it a discovery for the caveman in the ad, but it is also introducing that discovery to new consumers. This is an example of extra-textual framing, because the consumers will understand that new discovery with their knowledge and experiences of the world. Also, like cavemen, milk has been around for forever. This is an assumption that the audience will pick up on, consciously or not, with the knowledge they already have. The setting of the scene is an example of circumtextual framing. The caveman has figured out that he has to drink water in order to survive, and that is why he goes to the lake every day. The idea of the empty lake, which is not providing fresh water anymore, is implying that milk is really his only option to survive. Therefore, it shows the power of milk, limiting other products and creating milk as the main focus. The genre is comedy. Intertextually, cavemen can be seen as clumsy and unintelligent, which makes the ad have a humorous aspect. We chose to make it funny in a comedy genre because it helps the ad become more memorable and it ties in with the company's values and beliefs.
The first unit concept that is shown throughout the advertisement is focused on the physical appearance of the caveman, specifically before and after he drinks the milk. His physical appearance before he drinks the milk conveys him as being inactive, lethargic, and weak. Icon. His bad posture also supports this notion of a sedentary, stereotypical caveman. These are described as the signifiers, and the signified is that the caveman is not healthy and confused. In comparison to this, his physical appearance after he drinks the milk shows that he is stronger and more physically appealing. His straight posture denotes this, which also shows that he is more active and he appears more focused and present. These are the signifiers of the advert. Signified by this is that the outcome of drinking the milk has made the caveman healthier, more energetic, less confused, and therefore determined to find more. Drinking the milk resulted in an improved appearance and increases productivity. This is an index that has contributed as a direct link between the signified and the signifier, being the causal relationship between the product of Mook, the milk being drunk in the ad, and the improved appearance of the caveman.
The whole basis of our advertisement has been to keep things light-hearted and fun. We believe the audience's likely interpretation of this advertisement will align with what we are trying to achieve in our product's brand. We have chosen to take a light and fun approach to advertising our product because we feel that other products in the marketplace have also taken this approach. Using a caveman who has only had water to replenish himself for his whole life, find a new source to drink from in a milk from the cow, and then decide that this is the only drink for him from now on creates the impression on our audience that milk is the best option when looking for something to drink. There is an interesting dynamic in the short ad because the viewer's understanding of the world is a lot different to that of the caveman's. The viewer draws on accumulated previous knowledge that milk comes from cows, and this makes it seem fun and light-hearted when the caveman figures it out for himself by seeing the calf drinking from its mother. This is also funny right at the end when the caveman sees the saber-toothed tiger and thinks about trying to see what he can gather from it. Our slogan, straight from the teat but without the bite, also helps us with developing our brand identity by having a double meaning and referring back to the comedic side of our advertisement. Whilst the likely interpretation of our slogan will be that it is funny, the connotations are also that our milk is fresh and pure. After the caveman sees the saber-toothed tiger and gets his new bright idea, our slogan will appear. After the voiceover has completed saying our slogan, there will be screams of pain as if to say that the caveman has attempted to gather milk from the tiger and it hasn't gone so well. This is an example of circumtextual framing because the content surrounding our slogan relate to each other, forming a precise interpretation to the audience. We found it was important to build a brand association within our market. We believe that by coupling our product with that of a caveman who discovers milk for himself, we have created an association with those who want the best milk possible. This has also helped us provide our audience with our brand's identity and hopefully our customers buy into it.